Thank you so much for agreeing to sit down with me today. I really appreciate you being willing to take our survey. You know, you're really hard to get a sit down interview with. So, I really only have one question for you today. What is your favorite board game? Um, can you say that again? I didn't fully understand. I I think you may have said Yahtzee? Wait. Who are you?
Oh, I'm her interpreter. I'm the only person that can really understand her. She says that she doesn't like board games because her dad's a sore loser.
Well, okay then. Her dad doesn't seem to be a very fun person to play games with. But what if she had to choose? What if you had to choose? What is your favorite board game?
She said she will not continue with this interview until she gets a sippy cup full of water. If it's too cold, she sends it back. If it's too warm, she sends it back.
Well, okay then.
She says peekaboo.
Okay, Peekaboo is not a board game. What is her favorite board game? Please tell me. The world wants to know.
She says just put her down for Monopoly then, and this interview's officially over.
Well, okay then. One down for Monopoly. Thanks for your
As
time.
you might be able to see, it's not always really easy to get data, but surveying people gives us a lot of information, and we can ask questions about favorites and other things that we're interested in. Now, yesterday I showed you my example of favorite board game, and that's something that I told you I'm interested in right now because there's a lot of people playing games when they're at home. Um, so after interviewing people like the great Ruthie and some other people in my family, I called a lot of people in my family. I got some data. So after getting my data, I figured out that 6 people that I interviewed said Yahtzee. That's a favorite in my family. 3 people said Monopoly. 3 people said Sorry. One person said the game of life, and 4 people that I interviewed said other. And actually, all 4 of those people just told me they did not like board games, so they picked other. So we have our data, we have our choices, and then we have how many people picked each choice. Now, from this again, because we're not measuring something over time, we want to make this into a bar graph. So I'm going to select all of my data. I'm going to go up here to insert, and I'm going to go to chart. And remember, automatically it might make a certain type of chart. In this case, it's making a pie chart, which actually is a nice chart for our information here. It shows us how much of each of these things were chosen. So it kind of gives us a good visual of that. But I want us to make a column chart. So we're going to go here where it says pie chart. And you're going to see it's possible that none of your choices right there will say column chart. But if you go down, you'll see a few right here. And just pick the first one. They're all pretty similar, but just pick the first one out. And we get a really nice chart of our data. Noticing on the bottom here we have our board games, and here we have how many people said in each game. Now, just like before, this is the one thing that we're honestly forgetting to do a lot is our titles. We have to have titles, otherwise we don't know what we're measuring. So I'm going to go to chart and axis titles. I'm going to click chart title is going to be favorite board games. You could even type if you wanted to survey of favorite board games to show that it's a survey. I always like to center that; it just looks nice. And then I'm going to go to my horizontal axis and my board games. And my vertical axis, I'm going to write that's giving me the number of people that like this game. Now, we have this really nice graph here. What I'm going to ask you to do is you're going to be turning that graph in Google Classroom. Um, and you want to make sure that you have all of your titles on it, and that's all of your data from yesterday. So make sure all of that is ready to go. Now, a second thing I'm going to ask you to do later in the HyperDoc is I'm going to ask you to actually share your graph with other people. And one way we're going to do that is we're just going to share it in a Google Doc. So this Google Doc says class graphs to view. I want everybody to put their graphs there. So what we're going to do is if you just click on your graph like so and select it, and you go up to the edit button here, and you click copies it, then you're going to take it to this page, class graphs to view, and you are going to click edit and then paste, or you can click Control V on your keyboard. And it's going to ask you if you want to link it to the spreadsheet. Just click paste unlinked and click paste. And your graph's going to appear there. Now, just so we know who did it, right below your graph, I just want you to put your name. So Mr. Thompson, this shows that this is my graph. This makes it so everybody would be able to see your graph. Now, if when you get here, there's already graphs here, we don't want to delete the graphs that are here. So all you'll do is click next to a person's name, press enter a couple times, and then insert your graph. Right in below it, ask you the same question, and your graph will be right below it. Again, I would open it. Now, the next thing is after we have all these graphs in here, we're going to have a lot of different graphs that you can view. You can see what other people surveyed, and you can see what their results were. So when we go in here, we're going to have a lot of different graphs, hopefully, that we can view, and we can see what is it that some other people thought was important to survey about, and what kind of results did those people end up with as well. So don't forget to make your graph. You're going to turn that in Google Classroom, and then you're going to share your graph with other people. And take some time after that to go through and check out some of those graphs and see some of the things that you